bleeding, Everett. It is a fire pitchfork. They have an affinity. Horned devils have an affinity to fire. Um, yeah. So, you could take him to the infirmary if you want.
He totally deserved it. I'll just give him a standard medical check.
Okay, go ahead.
Make sure he doesn't die and just leave him outside the door.
Oh, maybe the cleric can take it.
Ideal, I have a question. Are you neutral?
Me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I had to make sure because I know evil clerics cannot cast positive healing. All right, but neutral clerics, neutral clerics can. So if he's neutral, then you guys are good. So you can cast whatever you need onto Everett.
Yeah, I just leave him there. He's unconscious and he's stable, right? So
yes. Yeah, so he gets 3 hit points right off the bat.
Do you roll? Oh, okay.
No, that wasn't to heal him. That was something else. I just leave him there.
That was just crazy. He has to roll.
No,
for
that
crazy.
was my god telling me what to do.
Oh God, that's what I'm saying.
Who do you worship, by the way?
Hades.
Hades? Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Okay, so who's taking it? So are you just gonna leave him on the ground?
I'm not gonna do anything else. I'm just leaving him like on the elevator.
I'm not touching a human.
Like he almost got us all killed.
I'm gonna completely ignore this and ask what our job was.
You don't have the scroll, do you?
I'm asking the party.
Well, the only one conscious and who has the scroll is Gordahn, but you don't know that.
So I'm asking the party.
Gordahn, are you saying anything?
I pull out the scroll and give it to him.
Okay.
There we go.
On the
Gordon, can I have one of those scrolls?
I say no.
Oh.
Valtan, share. Valtan, share.
Fine.
Can I loot Everett's body for a scroll?
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Oh.
I need a plane ticket.
I take his loot. Just kidding.
I just want the plane ticket, and if he has 2 scrolls, then a scroll.
Oh, yeah, you need the plane ticket.
Yeah, you could take.
Mine, but you can't.
You could take the scroll. At that moment, an ogre guard comes back. It comes out from one of the corridors, and he says, "What this doing here?" And he kind of points to Everett's unconscious body.
He dead.
He dead.
Don't say that.
He kind of looks at him and he says, "He not dead." But.
Balsever angry.
But. Oh, Balsever angry, he says. Ah, Balsever angry. Might as well dead. Yeah, he says. He picks up Everett and takes him to the infirmary. Directors no like bodies in the foyer. So he goes to the infirmary, which is on this floor. I'll say you got your scroll before. You have you have dorms. They're like 1 floor below the main floor.
I don't feel safe keeping anything there actually.
So Everett, you're taken to the infirmary. There is a lovely succubus that attends to you.
Maybe drains your life on the side.
Not right now. She just came back from lunch. So she revives you. You can use your imagine to, see how she revives you. And you're brought back up to whatever 3/4 of your hit points are. All right. And she's patching you up, and she's like, "Man, he missed all your vitals there. You gotta be careful in the future. What happened to you?"
Oh, coy smile.
She smiles back.
Situation just got a little out of hand.
I see. What's your charisma, Everett?
16.
16. So you're quite the looker, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say probably.
Quite the looker with 2 holes in his chest or something.
Chicks do dig scars. What are you rolling now? Anyways, well, if you ever need to be patched up, let me know. And, she slips you a piece of paper. And, you're okay, I have other patients to attend to, so I'll see you later. And she kind of winks at you.
Okay. And I slap her on the ass as she walks away.
She appears to like that. Very much so.
Does she like make a noise when it happens?
I am not making the noise.
Damn it, we don't know what you are. Never mind, I know what you are. I got you. You have 15 charisma, really?
16, yep.
Alright,
Sorry about Demi.
while Everett's being attended in the infirmary, what do the rest of you want
Wait,
to
you
do?
have a +2 and you have a 15. Oh, man.
15, 16 is +2.
No, but as a hobgoblin, he gets +2 charisma.
Yeah. So,
Sorcerers and warlocks use charisma as their...
yes.
Which is weird, because I'm like 90% sure Demi's a fucking warlock, and he's 15 charisma, and he has a +2? That sounds so wrong. Did you roll, or did you point by it?
Point by. I wanna. How long are we gonna be here in this building?
It depends whether you want to...
Well, the plane ticket, like, is there a time?
Yeah, tomorrow morning.
Oh, okay.
So you have time to pack, you have time to explore the compound.
I keep everything on me at all times.
There are several floors in this R&D. There's 10 floors between R&D and the main floor. And like I mentioned to the others before, the other levels contain the following. There's an interdimensional level, there's a steampunk shit level, there's a magic items question mark level, there is R&D.
Fuck, do I switch back? Okay, there it is.
There's the break room, there is junior sub cadet testing, there's product testing, and there's more junior sub cadet testing areas. So you guys have a day to pack, to do whatever you want, to rest up, to heal up in some cases, to go to the brothel, to go into town, whatever you guys want to do.
I go and visit Lucy.
Okay.
Tell her that I'm leaving. I don't know when I'll be back.
All right. I'm going to whisper
Going
you.
on a mission. Oh yeah, is there a potion shop up?
There is an alchemist in town. Yes.
I will go there.
The necropolis is a very large city, so you can almost find anything you want here.
I'm gonna get ask for universal solvent.
Okay. Universal solvent. All right. Let me.
Penny.
Which I think might just be water, but I don't know.
Universal solvent is kind of pricey.
Is it?
It is actually a wondrous item.
Aw, man.
Yeah, so it'll probably be out of your price range. The cheapest the alchemist says he can give you for universal solvent at the time being is 1,800 gold pieces.
What the fuck? Why do I need it? No. I thought the bear thing was gonna be expensive. Damn it. Alright then. Shit. I thought that was
Ideal?
the easiest part.
Ideal, that is what Lucy tells you. So you can try to do that while you're in Eni, if you think you can. And oh, right. Yeah, there are a few qualifications. Multiple. That's the qualification idea.
Dang.
Yeah, there's some kobolds into
Really
some.
high standards.
Yeah. One more thing.
Hey man, it's the dragon's bosom.
It's a voluptuous dragon.
Oh, whatever.
We decide that.
It was
in
something
detail.
with bosoms, you know.
I thought
She
we
did-
decided that in detail.
And I am very voluptuous.
Okay, I
Remember
see.
that part.
That's what she'd like out of this venture, and she's more than willing to pay you for it, or give you a
Whoa.
reward in return if you don't want payment.
Is that what you're looking for?
Um, n- uh, think there. Yes.
I thought you were trying to cater towards Demi.
Sorry. Um, anyways, all right. So you're at the brothel. Valtan is at the alchemist. Everett
Not for long.
and Gordahn. Where are you guys? The city is very extensive. Any magical shop that could exist probably does exist in the necropolis, or library. There are also chain brothels. And those a lot of smoke shops for some goddamn reason. So, is there anywhere you two would like to go?
I want to spend my night cooking a nice, nutritious meal.
Okay. Um, there is actually a very yeah, sure, you could do that. Did you want to like freeze some to take with you just in case?
Yeah, anything that we can take that we can eat on the fly.
Okay, that's perfectly fine. There's plenty of liquid nitrogen to use to freeze things instantly. So you can even some of the kobolds will even like give you a bottle if you need it for the road.
They got this shit figured out.
All right.
All right, they are the engineer. They are the top engineers of their time. Usually they don't deal with cold, but you know they have enough liquid nitrogen on hand.
Smart kobold, you know.
Yeah, to provide you with things. Everett.
Everett?
I was muted, sorry.
What-
Go back to R&D.
Okay. Like I
Oh
said,
my god.
there's several floors. Oh shit. Yeah, you could
323.
cook up whatever the fuck you want, man. I mean, you can probably find like a dragon steak or something.
Dude, get some extra rec points, like working at the kitchen.
You can do that. You can sign up for cafeteria duty if you so wish to.
All right. If I do that, would I be able to save some?
Yeah, so it pays payment for cooking at the cafeteria kitchens are about 10 requisition points per hour. You could stay there for like 6 hours, 7 hours, whatever you feel, you wanted to while there. You also have access to a couple of the rarer ingredients in the facility. So you could use that for cooking. In some instances, you could use the rarer ingredients for alchemist type deals. Yes.
I'll
What's-
work for 7 hours.
All right, so that'll be add 70 requisition points to your character sheet. Everett, what are you doing? R&D, right? R&D. So R&D. The levels on R&D again are interdimensional, steampunk shit, magic items question mark. There's
Don't go there.
there is the junior sub cadets testing area, which is also a part of R&D, and there's the main testing area, which is where you and Ideal and Valtan and Gordahn went through their psychological tests to see where you had placed, who you would be placed with. Do any of those floors appeal to you?
I were to go to the cadet testing area, would I be able to finagle one of those poison-resistant amulets from one of?
You would have to do some bargaining, but given your charisma, you should be able to make away with what you would want at a price, of course. If you are doing this under the table, usually Balsever has access to most things, and they could show you what you could possibly get from Balsever. but this is an evil campaign, and everybody has their own agenda. So if you did present something that was to their liking, they probably would be able to sneak you something. And so,
I'll do something as well.
yeah, so you're going to the general testing area, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you arrive, there are many kobolds looking through those one-way glass mirror window type deals. Mungo is pacing back and forth with a clipboard, which is upside down, of course, again. And this time, in his other hand, he has a broom, and every once in a while, you see him poke a hapless quote-unquote recruit into a testing room, and about 3 or 4 minutes later, you hear screams coming from said testing room. Is there anybody in particular that you want, anybody's eye you want to catch in particular?
Is there somebody that looks especially gullible?
Besides Mungo?
Yes.
Oh, do Mungo. Mungo.
Roll perception, please.
Like, Mungo tricked himself into going into a room. Like,
Okay, easily. Okay, so
Remember that.
you could easily find a kobold. It is known that the white kobolds, because of their white dragon ancestry, are a little more dim-witted than the other colored kobolds.
Whiteys.
So, so you can, get one of their attention, to help you with their.
Are they like super fast though?
The white dragons are known to be very brutal, animalistic,
I
and
think they're small, like the smallest, the dumbest, and the fastest.
they are smaller than your typical like red dragon, and I could actually,
Everything is though.
yeah. You could roll just a plain knowledge check. I'll give you advantage because you are from Scaly Home to know about.
I have to roll to know about the kobolds I've like grown up with
No, you have to.
forever.
You know everything there is to know about red kobolds.
Are we separated? We're segregated?
You're not segregated, but there's difference within.
There's racial tension.
Yeah, just there could be racial tension. They might have different customs. You might not hang out with them a lot. You do prefer res, if I remember correctly, right, Valtan?
Of course.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so you would know more about your subsection of kobold rather than the white kobold. So you can roll.
Okay, so roll with advantage.
Yes.
Perception to see if I perceived other.
Are you in the main testing area with Everett?
No. But I mean, not like specifically. Like I meant like back when I was growing up and shit.
Yeah. You can easily roll that, and I
It's
can
a
tell you.
flashback roll.
Yeah, sure. Flashback roll. We could do flashback roll. Well, that's.
Wait, no,
I.
Oh my god. Again.
White kobolds, they're just really, really stupid. They like the code. God knows why. And yeah, that's like all you remember about them was like always making fun of them and jokes going over their head and that kind of deal. Everett, you can flag down a particularly dim-witted white kobold. His clipboard is also upside down for some reason, and are you just gonna flag him down? Or you're just gonna grab one by the shoulder, or?
I'm gonna approach him very friendly.
Okay, that's fine. All right, so you approach this whitish kobold in a lab coat, holding his clipboard upside down. He has a pair of green goggles over his eyes, and he kind of looks curiously at you as you approach. What would you like to say?
I ask him if he likes music.
Music is good. I like music.
Would you like to hear a song?
Uh-huh.
And I begin to play a beautiful melody, one that resonates with him.
Okay, roll a performance was charisma, so roll just a charisma check about how well you play. You probably play very well, but all right, that's pretty good. So he is entranced by your music. It's very. What kind of music is it? Soothing? Is it
Heavy metal.
You know,
campy?
it's very soothing,
Okay.
and it's just very classical.
And he's kind of swaying back and forth to the music, and he has this goofy smile on his face, and he's in a generally good mood right now.
I then ask him, "Do you know where any poison-resistant medallions are?"
And he says, yeah, I do. Do you have clearance?
Of course. And I show him my scroll.
Uh,
Assignment on it.
he says, I can't read this.
And I pull it out and I start making up all these kinds of big words that sound fancy.
And he's okay. So roll deception, and I'm gonna roll insight for this guy.
Crit.
I don't think you have to.
Oh, I don't. There's no way. And
If he crits,
he even with a crit that wouldn't work.
I mean, but it's a crit.
But crits don't really work in like the way you think. Crits,
Hey, man, crits
yeah,
are crits.
crits are not crit. Anyways,
They are crits. You can't. No.
He-
crits
so-
are crits.
he says, what kind do you need? And he starts calling you sir because apparently you are a higher rank than he is. Technically, maybe. Who knows? He doesn't know.
I let him know that I'm going to New Jersey, and I just need something that'll protect me from harm while I'm traversing the landscapes. And if he could, anything else that I might need that he notices while he's back there, just bring it to me, and I'll make sure it's all taken care of and it's above the level.
Oh, he nods very, very quickly, and he, sprints back to the through a door. And all right, so while he's getting his stuff, Valtan, are you also in R&D, or are you back from the alchemy place?
Go to the kitchen.
Oh,
I would have gone here by myself.
are you going to
Yeah,
the?
I'm not going with him.
Oh, so you're going to the cafeteria where Gordahn is?
Yes.
Okay.
Unless, do I know about like the what's it called? Freezy stuff. The word.
Breezy stuff.
Freezy stuff. Yeah.
Breezy.
No one-
I'm not. You could whisper it to me if you want, but I'm
no,
not.
No, I completely forgot the word. Or what it's called.
Ice?
No. The stuff, the liquid nitrogen. There you go.
Oh, yeah. You could easily. You probably could procure some if you wish.
Pick a bottle up, a little bottle.
Okay.
And
So
I'll go to wherever there's chemistry being done.
okay. There's several places where alchemy takes place, so you can flag down a kobold, and get
A
above
white one.
a white one. All right. Roll perception.
Oh, I'm gonna get it from two different people though. I'm gonna get just a thing of liquid nitrogen from anyone,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna flag down a white kobold.
Okay. So what color kobold would you like to catch the attention of?
For the liquid nitrogen, any.
Any?
You made it seem like they just give it away, like whatever.
Well, yeah. If you talk to them and tell them what you need it for.
That's fine.
All right. You flag down a green kobold, and he looks at you and he says, "So what do you need it for?" After you
I
ask
got
him.
some meat I need to freeze. We're going on a mission.
All right. He gives you a bottle.
That was easy.
It's pretty
Now I
easy.
go to a white kobold.
Okay. You could easily find one on this floor.
Okay. And I ask him, I'd be all hush hush, and say, do you have any universal solvent?
He looks at you and says, "What is this word universal?"
Alright, I'm gonna go get a piece of paper and write down the letters, right?
Okay.
Universal solvent.
Okay.
And I
Alright.
show him the words, and I say, if you can find something, a bottle with these words like that, these marks, I'll give you this freezy water +2.
Freezy water.
+2.
+2. And he says, "What does it do?"
It's freezy water. It freezes stuff.
Really?
And I'd pour a 1 drop on the piece of paper.
Ah, I'll see what I can do. So he goes back to the storeroom. Ideal, what are you doing?
After I talked with her, I just went to the dorm and kind of just reading and writing holy script.
Okay.
Holy script.
Unholy script, perhaps.
Not just insane scramblings.
All right. I have something for you later, Ideal. Gordahn is cooking away,
I'm
and
running that little cooking operation.
okay.
I'm top-notch 5 stars, you know?
Okay, cool. You can
Are you
roll
screaming at
charisma.
everyone and, like, you're all
There.
angry?
Yeah, everyone fucking sucks. They don't know what they're doing.
Okay, so the kitchen is staffed with some kobolds. There is a demon or two that you see. Sort of. They look similar to like if humans were shaped like lard or shaped with lard. That's what they look like. They are a very low class demon. You're not sure what kind of demon they are, but they're
Sure, can I make an Arcana check or something?
you can easily make an Arcana check if you want to make.
Fat cobblers.
Okay. They're called lemures. Lemures are the souls of evil mortals who get sent to the nine planes of hell. However, they are the lowest class of demon.
Like what Banana's gonna be.
They're like prinnies.
They are prinnies, except they don't explode
Aw.
on impact, unfortunately.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am very sure. Unfortunately, I kind of want prinnies in this game now.
Yeah,
Anyway.
dude.
Sorry. This game was one of my favorite games growing up. So the kitchen is staffed by kobolds, lemurs. There is a other hobgoblin who's doing things right now, but he doesn't really seem to pay attention to you. But you can roll a charisma to try to persuade everybody to do what you say.
I think you do that with the cooking check.
Intimidation.
Oh, okay, well, there you go.
Or intimidation, whatever you feel like.
Yeah,
Intimidation,
well,
to be
intimidation
fair.
would make more sense.
Yeah, so we could change that to an intimidation roll since your charisma check is pretty high for both. What do you say to intimidate all of them, Gordahn?
The entire time, I'm gonna keep checking out their food, yelling how it's undercooked. No, I would not serve this to a dying kobold. And I'm yelling that at the kobolds because I hate kobolds.
All right, all of them are like cowering in fear, and they're like, "Who is this guy?" And it's like, you actually get one of the lemurs to burst into tears.
Oh, I thought he was gonna explode.
He was He's quietly sobbing into the porridge he was making.
I yell at him even more. You
Throw it
can't
in his
get
face.
you serve the cook here. Get
Throw
out
it
of
in
my
his face.
And so the lemur, kind of weeps and starts, walking out of the kitchen, in a, shoulders hunched over in a dejected manner. Okay. And the people who are being served in the cafeteria are like, what the fuck is going on in there? And they just ignore it because, people get yelled at all the time and people are sent back home in tears all the time. It's your regular type of deal. Okay, Everett, your kobold comes back with a pile of stuff. Large pile of stuff. It's in a sack. And, he hands you the sack. It's about half his size. Kobolds are about 4 feet tall, so the sack's like filled to like 2 feet tall. He's like, I found all these for you. And he still has that stupid grin on his face.
Thank you, my friend. Would you like me to play another song before you go back to work?
And he nods very, very enthusiastically.
Yeah,
So
great.
you could perform a...
You called it.
Oh man. He's praying to
I
his
have
hot
advantage
talent.
though, right?
He immediately realizes that you do not have any authority over him.
He's
That was
like,
perception.
I know.
Performance just isn't that good.
That-
Like
that's
a
how bad
string
it was.
pops off of my loot.
Yes, a string pops off of your loot, and the kobold says, me go back to work now. You have a nice day. And he kind of just walks away from you, kind of fiddling with his ears as if he heard a horrible noise just now. Horrible, horrible noise. So you have a bag of stuff, Everett. Would you like to look through the bag of stuff?
I want to move out of the area before I do anything of that nature.
Okay, that's fine.
More private.
That's perfectly fine. Valtan, your friend comes back.
Oh, good. I'm gonna be disappointed.
Your friend comes back and he is holding a purple bottle. It is unlabeled, and he says, I couldn't find the letters, so I got you this instead.
I take it and give him the liquid nitrogen.
he goes, "Yee!" And he scurries off.
Can I do a check, like a crazy check, just to see if I know?
Yeah, you could do a check.
Medicine check, I guess. Or
Do you have
nature.
Do you have Arcana?
I have. Well, everyone has Arcana, but it's not trained. But I can roll it.
You could try.
13.
Alright, that's not too bad. He gave you, oh, this is gonna be fun. He gave you a filter of love.
Oh.
Would you like me to tell you what it does? You've come across
Might
these
wanna-
before. They're
Yeah,
not
me.
common, but they're fairly uncommon. If you wish, I could tell you, but you could use it if you don't want to know.
Yeah, tell me. I wanna
Alright.
know.
The next time you see a creature within 10 minutes after drinking this filter, you become charmed by that creature for 1 hour. If the creature is of a species and gender you are normally attracted to, you regard it as your true love while charmed. This potion's rose purplish hue contains one easy to miss bubble shaped like a heart inside. So do with that as you will, Valtan.
This is good.
I will let you do that as you will.
No, I don't like how I said, like, if it's someone that would like be in love with me or whatever. Like if they would normally be in love with me.
Yeah.
I mean, a human can love a kobold, right?
Love knows no boundaries.
Yeah. So
Gonna hit on that
and I
kobold
can get to
related.
anyone, right? Like will be true love.
Give it to Director A.
It's only for an hour. It's only for an
Yeah,
hour.
it's only for an hour.
You
I'm
can
gonna get
use
some
it
good
to
use
change
out of
her
this.
life.
Ideal? I'm sending you a whisper.
Dude, I'm gonna be so happy when we figure out like Rhoda is actually insane, but he is a god. That's how he has his spells. So he's just listening to his inner conscious the whole time. No.
He, let's see.
Pretty much always hear that.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Do you have a mechanical keyboard or a normal one?
Me?
Yeah.
I have a normal one.
It's just louder than most normal ones.
Oh, sorry.
She's a violent typer.
He has, okay. There. Okay. You hear that.
Fallen.
Cool. Let's see. Gordahn, it's about the end of your shift. Most of the kitchen is in tears. A couple are kind of in fetal position in a corner, traumatized. But the hobgoblin that was working in the kitchen with you kind of just seems to take it all in stride.
I approach him.
Okay. That's fine.
Do I
He
know how well he's been cooking this entire time?
he cooks fairly well. He hasn't burned anything while you've been there, and he knows not to overcook asparagus, so he has some cooking knowledge at least. He actually appears to be a she when you step up a little closer. She's wearing just a simple apron and a blue dress, and she's a little scarred. She looks like she's seen battle here and there, and there's multiple marks on her legs. You know that in the past goblins harass you, and it's the same thing with her. She was probably harassed by a lot of goblins in her day too. And she's there. She's making a creme brulee at the moment. She's using the torch to caramelize the sugar on top of the dessert. Um, so, is there anything you say to her, or?
I ask her how she can deal with working with these idiots all day long.
She sighs and says, "You have no fucking idea." Like where we come, she's like, "Where we come from, food like this is garbage, and where I trained in the school I trained in, like things like this would not even be served to even the even to the dying, because the dying don't need to eat. She makes
Even to goblins.
or even the goblins. God damn it, she makes motions to the goblins and the skeletons eating, quote unquote skeletons eating outside.
I ask her if she's a part of the cooking guild.
She says there is a small group of us. We have a unofficial cooking guild. We try to find the rarest of ingredients and make superb dishes. It's been hard lately because members that have been recruited are not of hobgoblin skill. She says. It's really quite tragic. I mean, have you ever seen a kobold try to make a scrambled egg before? It's atrocious.
I
Hey.
vaguely recall this one time I sort of witnessed it, and I begin to tear up.
She's like, it's a tragedy, my friend. It really is. But what can we do in a place like this? I mean, this is even not like this is even not what I'm used to in a cooking establishment. I mean,
Say it's a hopeless place.
it's such a hopeless place. What? There's Sorry. So yeah, that's what she says to you. Do you have any questions to her, maybe about the cooking guild she's a part of, or anything of that nature?
Uh,
Friday night.
yeah, I guess I'll find out whether or not I can get access to the cooking guild.
So she digs in her pocket. She hands out a scroll. You want to contact uh his name is William Astor III. He is a noble in town who has a love for the cooking arts. Unfortunately, the only downside about him is he is human. But I was very much impressed with what he had to show the guild members. Even though he's human and he can't help it, he is of higher stature in nobility. So that's why he was able to establish the unofficial cooking guild. He's trying to make it official. There's a lot of paperwork and bureaucratic crap that's happening with that.
Alright, I thank her for information, and then I guess I grab rations left over for the trip.
Okay, very easy to find. So Valtan, how you doing, man?
How many do I get?
Was I doing something?
You were looking at your love potion.
Oh, yeah.
You are able to pick up like up to 10 sets of rations if you wish.
I'll grab like 5.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, and Everett, where you up to with your giant bag of goodies?
Where's somewhere that I can go that's private?
The bathroom. Yeah, okay. You could go back to the infirmary if you want. Yeah, it was pretty private back there. Um,
Hold on one second.
okay. And
Is this a prison and there's like a bunch of gangs and stuff?
there are cliques within the facility. Okay. All right. That's cool. Let me type this out then. This will take me a little bit. Hold on. All right. While I'm typing that out to you, is there anything else people want to do in general?
I guess go back to my living quarters and summon my familiar.
Okay, you could do that easily.
Oh,
Wait, so you're a wizard?
Technically, warlocks can get that spell as well, but that's at level
Really?
3. At level 3. And only down a specific path, so I don't think he's that, because he can't, actually.
When I was an arcane trickster on that one game that we never ended up really doing, then I was totally gonna get that so fast. We just always
Is
had my
cooking
little.
an actual... What did you roll for cooking?
He
It's
made a
not cooking
custom
skill.
skill. He made a custom
Oh.
skill.
And you also found.
Damn, you're a
Oh.
wizard? That's so weird.
Oh, you're Everett. You're gonna like this. Who's Mr. Fluffles?
You don't know who Mr. Fluffles is?
No, who is Mr.
Oh, yeah, damn, he's
Fluffles?
familiar.
Oh my God,
Destroy your-
Mr. Fluffles. What is Mr. Fluffles?
the
It's a
destroy
cat.
your world.
Aww. You might get some extra points later. Anyways,
Wow.
shut up.
This is the only one I can relate to.
I like cats, so shut the fuck up.
I don't get extra points for my voluptuous tail.
He's preying on you.
You know, you can bribe the DM. I'm not going to not. That is allowed.
Wow, okay, just come out with it. Act like you're not the DM.
Shh.
There's like a police officer like, well, you got a ticket, but you know, if you bribe me,
It's an evil campaign, dude. What do you expect?
but from the DM.
So?
The DM's supposed to be the enemy. So in the normal campaign, that makes him bad.
So
Evil
exactly.
I
so
just-
was good wouldn't take bribes.
I just want to make you guys happy. That's all I want to do.
Then give me my universal solvent.
And you also find a
Are you rolling for these finds for him?
some of them. Some of them I think are hilarious. And
By the way, do we trust this airport?
it is a renowned airport. Many undead flying creatures fly out of it constantly. So
So like it's not sketchy.
Wait,
like,
okay,
oh,
are the
there's
planes like
stairs?
vehicles or are they creatures?
you'll see.
Oh, this is good for me though. I'm thinking.
Everett, that's what's in the
Don't
bag.
worry about it.
Everything of those things are of note.
So what's in there that's not of note?
It's his choice to tell you or not. You satisfied? Okay, cool. If there's something that you don't know what it does, I'll type it to you. Alright, so I guess everybody is packing in for the night.
Yeah.
I'm telling
Hang-
Mr. Fluffles about my day.
I'm gonna hang
Hey,
with my my
I met
red
a
kobold
girl.
friends.
The kitchen.
His heart only belongs to one. We all know that.